Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Golden Sun. And when last we left off, Isaac and Co. defeated the pirate formerly known as Deadbeard, who resided deep at the bottom of Crossbone Isle. And now that Deadbeard is gone, we can finally go to the final dungeon of the game, the Venus Lighthouse, although we have to go via the Babi Lighthouse to get there. There is one thing we do want to do before we go there, however, and that is that we're going to be switching quite a lot of Jinn around, starting with Mars Jinn that we're going to be giving to Isaac, 3 of them to be exact, and then we're going to be giving 3 Jupiter Jinn over to Isaac as well, but not Kite. I think we'll leave Kite there with Ivan. The reason being is that 3 Mars Jinn and 3 Jupiter Jinn makes Isaac a ninja, which gives him psynergy that we haven't seen before, like Death Plunge, and Shuriken, and Firebomb and Cluster Bomb, and Gale and Typhoon and Thunderclap. It gives him a mixture of 3 elemental psynergies, which is fantastic. But we're not yet done. We need to now give Garrett 3 of the Mercury Jinn, so that he can become a Dragoon, which is also a really good class. You can see here that he gets Cutting Edge and Thorn and Briar. He also gets Healing Psynergy. Ply, Ply Well, Wish and Wish Well, and Cure Poison and Restore, as well as Avoid. Garrett is now one of the healers of the party. And finally, we're going to be giving over some Jinn to Ivan here. Ivan needs Water and Mars Jinn, which unfortunately Mia is holding on to, so we're just going to have to swap all of them around. Here we go. We'll let Ivan keep Kite, because Kite is a really good Jinn. Alright, we also need to give these over to you. This will make Ivan into a Ranger, which is a really good class. There we go, we'll have a look at your Psynergy. You get Slash and Wind Slash, Douse, Drench, Volcano Eruption, Ward, Resist, and Bind, which is really good. But what do you get, Mia? Because you are a medium. You kind of don't get the best Psynergy because you pretty much have what's left, which is Haunt, Curse, Bolt, Flash Bolt, Blue Bolt, Froth, Froth Sphere, but you do get Cure, Cure Well, Potent Cure, and Revive. So you are still one of the healers, but you also have some pretty good Psynergy as well. And with that, I think the party is pretty much ready for the final dungeon. There is one disadvantage to this, and that is if you want to do a summon rush, it's pretty bad to have all of the Jinn scattered around, as although you'll be able to use them quite quickly, so you can have them ready in a few turns, if you have them all unset and then you use them, it's not going to be very good whatsoever. But anyway, we're going to now move on from Lalivero into the Babi Lighthouse, and the Babi Lighthouse isn't actually that long. We want to head over to the place that we were at before, remember when we were going to go and get that Jinn, but this time we want to head directly in. And there is only one way that we can go, and it is this way, down. And there are only 2 ways we can go from here. Here is a Chimera Mage and a Manticore King. They really aren't that difficult, despite them sounding quite challenging. Some melee attacks here will pretty much take care of them. And there is a Sonic Smash that will deal a lot of damage, a melee attack there, and some Deadly Poison that managed to actually unleash the Deadly Poison, which will deal a lot of damage. And there is some Deadly Poison for Ivan. And a Lucid Prophecy, which is also really bad. But 69 damage to the Manticore King there is not bad either. We want to deal some more attacks here, and unfortunately I think Ivan is going to take quite a bit of damage. Yep, 75 points of damage, not good, but the Manticore King is gone. And we should be able to cure that poison pretty easily. It is Venom there and Curse. What we want to do is we want to use Cure Poison here. There we go, that is now gone. And there is something else that we can't actually use anything else because the curse is still active. We can't get rid of the curse. I thought that was something to do with the effect in battle, but no, that was me just misreading the curse that Garrett has. Here is a door. We can't do anything with this door right now. It is currently locked, and trying to reveal stuff reveals absolutely nothing. We do need to do some healing. And we need to have Garrett to do that, because Garrett is the one with all the effective healing Psynergy, which is really weird. I tended not to have Garrett do that, but here we are, with Garrett having Ply and Wish Well. We need to go up these stairs here, and here is another Manticore King and a Chimera Mage, which we're going to deal with in exactly the same way. And there is the Aqua Sock once more, and there is the Sonic Smash once again for only 1 hit. And There are some normal attacks, and there is a fire blessing. As you can imagine, it just deals Mars damage and 1 attack, which is absolutely fine. Alright, we'll just take care of you. 1 more Aqua Sock! Goodbye, Manticore King. And we'll just take care of you. The deadly poison, yep, it's not going to get a chance to even go off. There is quite a lot of experience and money going round here. Going upstairs reveals 2 ways that we can fall. Falling this way does absolutely nothing and just brings us back down to a few floors below where we currently are. We've already been there. But dropping here will pretty much bring us to where we need to be. Time to break your legs, Isaac. This is a very long fall. Whee! Whee! And thud. I have no idea how anyone managed to survive this, and also here is a door. It's this door right here. You have to open it from the inside to actually be able to use it on the outside. And here is another Chimera Mage and a Manticore King. One thing to notice is that this area has an Orc Lord, which has a chance of... there is another Aqua Sock there. We're doing good with that. The Orc Lord has a chance of dropping a Tolby Medal, which is quite lucky if that happens, because the chance is very, very low. 1 attack there, and I think it's safe to say with Garrett constantly recovering psynergy points that we don't need to worry about being hurt by any of these enemies. That is just a really, really good unleash. And goodbye, Manticore King. You are the king of nothing, as you are now dead. Let's get some healing done, shall we? A wish here, and everyone is almost fully healed. I think 1 more. There we go. And there is Farron with some people that are trying to help him out, but as we'll find out, he's come across a bit of a roadblock. A literal one. Hello? You're sure they went through the door? I'm very sure, actually, and they're going to tell you that. Yes, they opened the stone door and entered. Well, does the door open? As you can probably see by the fact that it's shut, the answer is likely no. But they're going to try, and fail. It's hopeless. It won't budge. Of course not! I told you, this door doesn't open. If it did open, we would have gone in long ago to study the ruins. But I'm certain they went through this door. They did go through the door, you just can't open it. And I'm saying no one has ever gone through here. Huh? He has seen us. Hello! Oh, Iodem. Baron. I am so sorry about Sheba. Why did this sort of thing have to happen? Are Felix and the others beyond the door? Yes, beyond the door that no normal man can open. And I bet we could open it, though. If they got through, then we can too, right? Absolutely right, Garrett. Will you go for us? Of course we will, otherwise we won't be able to complete the game. Iodem, just who are these people? They come from the far north. They have chased the ones who took Sheba all the way here. They've been chasing that fearsome group? Oh yes, we've been chasing them for quite a while, but then there was a whole thing with the cursed forest and then a flooded area, and we've been doing a lot of side questing. Yes, they are most fearsome. Such awful power, and what they're trying to do seems very dangerous. It probably is very dangerous as far as you guys know. Very dangerous indeed. We're the only ones who can stop them. Now that is confidence, Garrett, and may also be interpreted as arrogance. You think you can stop them? I do believe so. You seem quite sure of yourself. But what do you think you can do? Uh-oh, we're about to have that thing happen that happened with the Kalima Forest. I have never heard such harsh words from you, Farron. What do you expect when in the midst of such dangers? You ask me to leave Sheba's fate in the hands of children. Ah, yes indeed, time for the "but they're very young" argument. They got all the way here and Iodem is vouching for them. Surely that means something, right? Clearly not. If you want me to trust them, they must give me reason to trust them. And we have to give them reason. First, you will have to demonstrate your powers to us. Can you follow the same paths that they took? Sure we can. Your confidence means nothing unless you show that you can do it. Don't worry, we will. Iodem asks only that you stand back and watch. They seem content with that. Time for us to solve a very easy puzzle. Now, show me what you can do. And now it is time for us to just read everyone's mind. I'm counting on you, Isaac. Prove your worth by opening that door. I do not mean to doubt your abilities, Isaac, but I'm very worried. If this door doesn't open, then the game will be over, and the bad guys will win. Which pretty much means that the door will have to open. Time to talk to all of you. When I saw them, they had already gone through to the other side. It's the truth, you have to believe me. Nobody thinks the door can be opened, and I'm starting to doubt myself. It's not like I actually saw them go through, but they were actually through. This all started when Sheba was dragged off to Tolby. If anything happens to Sheba, the good folk of Lalivero won't sit idly by. This is all a huge waste of time. If we don't find Sheba soon, her life may be in danger. I think her life may already be in danger. That's why we're giving chase. I'm sorry, but not even Sheba has ever passed through here. There is no way this door will open. Oh man, we're about to prove you wrong, aren't we? I don't know what they're waiting for. If they're going to open the door, they better do it now. We have one more person to talk to yet. You! Hello, Farron. If you can open this door, I will trust Iodem once more. But until then, I will never trust you. Never, do you hear me? Never! Okay, I may trust you a tiny bit, but I'll never actually trust you. I hope they can open the door, but I won't believe it until I see it. This door does not appear to open. There is also an obvious sign here. The truth of this door is open to those seeing with their true heart, which is hint hint, time to use reveal here and see the obvious switch, because we've seen this puzzle loads of times before, and none of them are going to help us when we fight a wild griffin, which in itself would be proof enough that we are more than capable of rescuing Sheba, as we're going to obliterate this wild griffin here. I'm sorry, Mr. Griffin, but you are dead. See? Surely this is proof enough that we managed to, be strong enough to get here. Don't you trust us now? You'll need to open the door. Oh, come on! I'm afraid he's right, Garrett. You have to open that door. Alright then, we'll open the door. You have to use reveal to reveal the obvious switch, because we've seen this puzzle about 3 or 4 times before, and now the door is open. Easy peasy. The door! Yes indeed, it is open. And everyone is surprised. I don't believe it. The door opened. Incredible. It really does open. How in the world did you open the door? Well, you see, we just lifted up the side and there was a switch beneath it. What? I mean, we're special because we're the protagonists. I don't know how to explain it. We did it because we're us. Well explained there, Ivan. That definitely won't leave them asking tons and tons and tons of questions. They're gonna ask so many questions we'll never actually be able to rescue Sheba. It would take too long to explain. There's no time for an explanation anyway. That's right, we must rescue Sheba. Let's go, Farron. We've got to save Sheba. Uh-oh. Hey, the door's closing! And here is a problem. Why did it close? I don't know. Why does anything close? Maybe it's on a timer. It closed to prevent people with no psynergy from entering. Now here is a question I now must ask. If Kraden is with the groups that Taurus and Menardia are in, surely Kraden therefore must have psynergy. Otherwise they wouldn't be able to get through that door. But I don't think Kraden ever uses psynergy. So what element of psynergy does Kraden have? We may never know. It would be perilous for those without psynergy to try to get through. I agree. You'll have to let us handle it from here. Convenient plot device to make sure only the protagonist and his party go through. Engage! What? You're telling us to stay back? I'm afraid so. Since we can't even open the door, we'd just be getting in your way. This is true. We can't leave Sheba in their hands just because it's dangerous. No, we have to leave Sheba in their hands because they're the protagonists. What? I've been to Crossbone Isle, you know. Do you know how perilous that place is? Crossbone Isle? With the dreadful pirate Deadbeard? Well, he was the dreadful pirate Deadbeard. Now he's just dead. They killed Deadbeard? Yes, it's a long story and I really don't want to talk about it. They have greater power than you can even imagine. And without such power, this door will not open for us. Yep, that is true. That is how it seems. Without that sort of power, we would just get in their way. I understand. Sheba's life is in your hands, and I'm really going to regret this, aren't I? Oh, no, you'll be absolutely fine. Sheba is going to be absolutely fine. Trust me. We're the protagonists. When have we ever failed? Apart from right at the beginning of the game, but when have we ever failed otherwise? When we actually found the elemental stars, but when else have we ever failed? Do not fail us. You must bring Sheba safely back. Make haste, Isaac. All our hopes lie with you. And now it is time to talk to everyone once again. I beg of you, Isaac, please bring Sheba back. If anything happens to Sheba, Toby will become Lalivero's sworn enemy. That must be prevented at all costs. I can't believe this door actually opened. What are you? Well, we're adepts. You're what? It's a long story. If this door opens, maybe we can get into other parts of the ruins too. I wouldn't be so sure of that. And I accidentally talked to you again, I need to talk to you. It takes great courage to continue on in the face of danger. We will be here awaiting your safe return, being entirely non-courageous. I'm actually really glad that we can't go with you. I'd probably perish. I bet the monsters around here are nothing like what lies ahead. I'm happy to leave such dangers to these warriors, as I thought he's a little bit scared, but then again, he is telling us that the monsters beyond are even tougher. I'm very interested in what lies beyond here. I know, once this is over, I'll go see for myself, but you're not an adept, so that's really not going to work. This is a big waste of time. Sheba's life is in danger. If they don't find her soon... Okay, we're just never going to please you, are we? It's like we finally rescued Sheba. This is a big waste of time. If you don't go away, life won't return to normal because the protagonist just warps everything around them and then just, makes things happen, like terrible events of terrible calamity. Everywhere you go, calamity occurs. I think it's already occurring by the time we get here. That's not the point. Calamity occurs. I am not afraid of danger, but I do not want to hinder you. I am counting on you to save Sheba for us. I don't want to hinder Sheba's rescue. From here on out, I'm leaving everything to these warriors. And once again, it's time to press this button here and go through. Goodbye, everyone! See you later. By the way, we can just walk onto that little platform there, and the door will open once more. There is only one point of no return in this game, and it is literally right at the end of the game. You can get very close to the end of the final dungeon, and you could still go all the way back to Vale if you so choose. By the way, that does indeed open it, so we can... actually, it's open right now. Why don't you just come through? Ah, yes, because the game won't let them. And so now we go down here into the tunnel ruins, and here is that thing which shows what path we selected would be the one that we would use to get to the Venus Lighthouse. We could have selected a different one, but I picked this one in particular. It is time for us to go and solve some puzzles, starting with this one. And why not just use move here to get these things to where we want them to be. I think we want to move this one over by just a few, and I think, yep, Ivan still does not have move. He never gets move. We want to move this one down as well. I don't think there's anything else in here like loot. There's very little loot in this mini dungeon here. I think that might be sufficient. It will be if we move this over a bit. And we can't do that from the Jin screen. Silly me! Alright, now we can just push this along. Push, Isaac, push! I imagine they're all pretty much pushing here. At least that's what I picture. Okay, we want to jump here, and now we move on to this area. And when we come back, folks, we're going to continue exploring the tunnel ruins that lead to the Venus Lighthouse, the final dungeon of the game. We're far closer to the ending than I thought we actually were, because this place isn't really that long. Or is it long? Actually, it's really not that long whatsoever. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.